Bird and Melanie Billings were inside their spacious home when investigators believe men dressed as ninjas launched a commando-style raid on their compound. In just a few minutes, the Billings were dead and a safe inside was missing. The search for suspects began with an important clue, video of a large passenger van seen at the crime scene.
For that matter, I'm not capable of what happened there. I'm not capable of that. You believe my van was that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I think I need an attorney then. No, I've watched Law and Order a whole bunch. No, I've seen exactly. This is exactly how they do it, just like this. Ask everybody the questions.
They're the actors, man. That's pretend. This is real life.
This is Leonard Patrick Gonzalez Jr., a karate instructor who thought he could get away with murdering 2 people during a robbery. The victims were Bird and Melanie Billings, parents of 16 children, most of them with disabilities. What Gonzalez didn't know is that his own father and several members of his crew would soon turn against him, exposing the entire plan.
Everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden,
Okay.
And then I didn't ask him why. He was just like, I killed him. I know I gotta say something before something happened to me. But he said, if we say something, they're gonna kill us and my mom and them and my whole family.
It wasn't even supposed to be a robbery.
Pat said he killed both of them?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he said he iced both of them in those words.
Those were the words of Leonard Gonzalez Sr., Frederick Thornton, and Wayne Calderon, 3 of the 7 men who took part in the robbery that ended in double homicide on one July evening in 2009. Detectives would soon uncover false leads about the Mexican mafia, a hidden safe, and a network of accomplices. It all led to one death penalty conviction and lengthy sentences for nearly everyone else involved. On July 9, 2009, a red van and a gold SUV pulled up to the Billings' large home in Pensacola, Florida. 3 men dressed head to toe in black jumped out. One wore a jacket marked with a double dragon karate insignia. They moved quickly. 1 headed to the garage, 2 forced their way through the front door. Inside were 11 of the couple's 16 adopted children, ranging from toddlers to young teens, many with serious physical and developmental disabilities.
You and Patrick?
Yes, Patrick went on in. I seen a child. I stepped in. When I seen the child, I turned around.
What happened next was a nightmare. What happened inside was brutal. Bird Billings was asleep when the intruders broke in. He stepped into the hallway and was told, "You're going to die." A child heard the countdown. Bird shouted, "No way," again and again. Then came the gunfire. He was hit 7 times. One of the kids said he saw his dad grab the back of one of the men's necks, like he tried to fight. Melanie was shot in the chest, execution style.
And then I didn't ask him why. He was just like, I killed him. And it was like, if we tell anybody, that's why I don't really want to say nothing. But I know I gotta say something before something happened to me. But he said, if we say something, they're gonna kill us and my mom and them and my whole family.
The intruders rushed to a safe and carried it out. But it was the wrong one. The safe they grabbed had paperwork and small items. Just a few feet away was the real safe, holding hundreds of thousands in cash. At 7:15 p.m., the men fled. But they left behind the most important clue: the Billings home security cameras.
The search for suspects began with an important clue, video of a large passenger van seen at the crime scene.
Law enforcement quickly traced the red van and brought Leonard Patrick Gonzalez Jr., who goes by Patrick, in for questioning.
We appreciate you coming here today.
Whatever I can do. I don't, believe me, when I saw the pictures on the TV, I was like, damn, and I know the guy, so I'm thinking.
You know what guy?
The guy that this is about that thing in Beulah, right? That's what my mom told me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I was like, shit.
You saw the picture of the van on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your van.
Excuse me?
That picture is the same van that's in your yard, right?
It's similar. Similar. Very similar to that van, but no, it's not. It can't be the same van. It's not the same van.
Okay. Why is that?
Because it can't be the same van. What do you mean? Oh, okay, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, why can't it be?
Because that van it's been over there. It couldn't have.
It's been at your dad's place?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess then you know about the death investigation. You know about Mr. Bud.
Yes.
Okay. I guess we'll start, how do you know him?
I've known him, let's see, about 2 years ago. He made a donation to Project Fight Back.
What do you mean by donation?
He gave us $5,000.
5,000.
Not a loan, nothing, he just gave it to us. He said, I like what you're doing, yeah.
That's how you met him?
Yep.
Okay. And then what happened from there?
I haven't spoken with him or seen him in a couple of years.
In a couple of years? Did you ever have a studio out in Pace?
Yes, that's the one that he helped me with. Well, maybe a year and a half ago.
What was the name of that studio?
It was Project Fight Back, but it was Ultimate Martial Arts. We were teaching the UDT stuff and that stuff there. It's been about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
The Ultimate Martial Arts?
Yes, sir.
And that's on, where's that at? I've heard of it.
That was on Woodbine. We closed down.
Woodbine, that's right, okay.
Didn't work out or what? Not enough people?
The economy.
I hear it, yeah, it got bad, didn't it?
Mhm.
So now was he business partners with you, or did he just loan you the money? How'd that work?
No. I went to Cab and asked him for some money, and to see if I could get some money for the studio and for Project like that. And he said he might know someone that'll make a donation. And originally I was hoping he would be a business partner, but he said, I can't do that. He says, but I will do this. And he freaking gave us $5,000 like it was nothing. Just here you go. Just like that. First time anyone's ever done that.
How much you give?
5,000.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. Very
So
big. He was very generous. I mean, the thing is, I even told him I'd come train him and his family and everything. That's why I'm just like blown away by the whole thing. I told him I'd teach him defensive tactics and everything.
So you met him through Cab?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of hooked you up, and you only met him at one time?
One time. No, I came in another time and saw him. I came in another time. In fact, I met him the first time, and then I came in, and that's when he gave me the money. Because I gave him a proposal about Project Fight Back and everything and information. That's how I met him. I mean, he was interested in UDT. I mean, he's very security conscious. In his office, he's got monitors where he can see everything in his house all the time. I mean, this guy was well prepared. I'm surprised this went down like this without a shootout or something, you know.
Patrick told detectives the house was fully wired with cameras, insisting he would never be reckless enough to target it. The Billings had home surveillance everywhere, covering the outside perimeter and nearly every room inside, except the master bedroom. Their nanny, April Spencer, explained the system was meant to monitor the couple's 11 children for safety. It was Spencer who first discovered the aftermath, after receiving a frantic call from the Billings' 10-year-old son with Down syndrome, who had witnessed the attack. But according to Patrick Gonzalez, the cameras weren't just for watching the kids. He claimed they were a protection against the Mexican mafia.
So you get home and you get on the computer.
I probably did.
But you don't remember what time you got home?
No, I mean, it's probably around, I don't know, 8 or 9, something like that.
Was your
Could
wife
have been
home?
too late. Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
kids, of
Yeah.
course.
Mhm.
Okay. How did you wind up hearing about the murder?
On the television at 10.
Through the news?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Well, they said it was a red SUV, and I'm going, I know that guy. I've got a red SUV, and I'm thinking, oh, you know what I mean? And then they came back later and said it was a red van, and by that time I was like, really? Oh, that's just great. That's what I thought at first, and then I heard about the wife and realized that was what happened. I thought, that's really messed up. Everybody knows Mr. Billings was involved in a lot of stuff, so I mean, that's...
What was he involved in?
I mean, he's dead now.
Yeah, so help us out. Tell us.
I know
Maybe what you think might not be significant might be significant to us.
I don't
You know
want
what
to
I
get
mean?
in any trouble with anything, because I sure don't want to testify against certain people. I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to... I don't want to put myself in jeopardy. So we'll just say that he had business partners that were rather unscrupulous. He was known for it, on the street at least, I'd heard. And...
Like who? I mean, we're gonna find out.
Let me say this, I ain't, you know,
Yes, sir.
you might not be in a position to feel this way, okay? You're a suspect in this right now. That's what we're sitting here trying to tell you from the get-go. We're trying to
No, I
eliminate
didn't know
you.
that.
Like, why do you think you're here?
Why do you think I was asking you where you were at?
I thought you were asking everybody that has a van.
Everybody's a suspect right now.
Everybody.
Everybody's a suspect.
Oh, okay, well, that's fine.
But you're not in that position to sit up here and tell us you're not gonna tell us this. You need to let us be the judge of what we need to know. We're trying to help you out in this situation. And I wouldn't worry about what's gonna happen down the road as far as testifying.
I've got 6 kids, that's what I worry
can
about.
appreciate that, but you're not gonna be, your business is not gonna be put out in the street, what you're saying.
What I'm saying stays in this room.
Well, right now it will. I mean, but are you asking?
It's all rumors in the window that I know anyway.
Well, tell
It's
us about the rumors. That's all we're asking. What do they call you, Pat? That's all we're asking of you, Pat. We're not asking you to make shit up.
And what you, and again, you might not think it's, like you said, it's rumors and stuff. It might be something that we need to know and that we don't know. Because you know how
y'all already know this, I'd be very, very
you know how the
surprised.
street works. Sometimes y'all know more than we do. Most of the time, matter of fact.
See, you could be sitting here reconfirming what we already know, or you might have that one piece of that puzzle that we don't have. But you don't need to sit there and hold it back from us right now, because you're still in the mix of everything. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm trying to say? Everybody's still in the mix.
I'm not worried about me, because I haven't done anything.
But
I just don't want these other guys coming after
But
my
you don't know
kids.
what everybody else is saying about you, though, either.
I'm not worried about what anybody's saying
Okay,
about me.
well, I'm just saying, just be, be straight up with it. You think it's a rumor, tell us the rumor, and let us be the judge of that. That's all I'm asking. You see what I'm saying?
It's, okay, rumored that he has business acquaintances with certain Mexican people. Is that enough?
What?
That are in Alabama.
How the hell would that be? I mean, I hate to be rude, and I shouldn't even touch, but how would
It's
that?
not because they're Mexican.
How would that be enough? Hello?
What kind of, is it?
La M.A.
Who?
La M.A.
What is that?
The Mexican Mafia.
Okay,
He's
I do
associated with them? That's what you're
Okay, I
hearing?
do need him. Alright.
What kind of dealings we talking about here? Paul? Like I said,
I just heard that he cleans money for him, that's all. I heard.
Alright.
And that he,
Who's
known
his
to do
contact
that.
person with? Who was his contact person with?
I don't know. I don't know.
What part of Alabama?
Lillian. That's all I know. I don't know anything else more than that. At this point, it's getting kind of, this is a scary situation to be in. I don't want to talk about this. I mean, I really don't. I really don't. Not unless you guys could guarantee me that I'm safe from anything that they could do.
Well, nothing.
I'm not going to step on these people. Well, these are the kind of people that I think, that's what I think happened over there. You know what I mean? I think
Why
they
you
killed
think
this man and his wife. I mean, I watch the History Channel. I watch Gangland. I know about all that stuff.
So so that's what you're thinking. It was a hit.
That's what I think.
Why do you think that?
Gangbangers. I mean, the Mexican Mafia. That's what you're thinking.
That's what I think.
But what makes you think that? Just give me your opinion. What's your opinion of the whole thing?
The way that it happened, I mean, to hurt a woman, I mean, no one would, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing, the way it happened was just too, you know what I'm saying? And then the same thing in Alabama right after that. I'm thinking that's,
What happened in Alabama?
when then the same people do something in Alabama to a husband and their wife at a bar or something like that.
Well, I don't know how that.
And that's where these guys are. So
You talking
I
about about the same time that this went down?
Yeah.
Well, we've been so busy on this, we hadn't had time to read the paper or watch TV, to be honest with you.
Well, I thought they connected them together.
Oh, I don't know.
No, we haven't.
Y'all haven't got in touch with the Lillian people, or Foley or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked to them, we ain't connected anything.
Well, all I know is that that's a rumor on the street. It's just a rumor on the street. I don't know anything more than that about that, as far as them. As far as the vehicle, y'all are welcome to inspect that, you know.
We're probably
all you
gonna
want.
do that.
That's fine. Got nothing to hide.
Bird Billings built his wealth through a chain of used car dealerships across Escambia County. One of them, Hispanic American Auto Sales, was co-managed with Henry Cab Tice, a longtime associate who ran operations and later became a name Patrick Gonzalez dropped during interrogation. Cab had hired a Spanish-speaking manager, Silvano Gonzalez, no relation to Patrick, to expand their customer base. When the dealership began struggling, Silvano arranged a $20,000 loan, then revealed the source, the Mexican Mafia. If the debt wasn't paid, he warned, they would come after everyone, Cab, Bird, and their families. The loan destroyed the partnership, leaving Bird and Cab bitter enemies, with reports suggesting Cab may have owed Bird hundreds of thousands of dollars. During this time, Patrick Gonzalez Jr. was connecting to both men. He worked for a Cab at Autoland and gave him martial arts lessons, while also borrowing $5,000 from Bird to open a dojo. The dojo quickly failed, and Patrick never repaid the loan. These ties planted the idea in Patrick's mind that he could link Bird to the so-called Mexican Mafia and shift suspicion away from himself. But detectives didn't believe it for a second.
Anyways, that van doesn't even match the same van that was over there. I don't think
How
that's
do you know?
the same deal.
How do you
Because
know?
I can look at it and see.
Oh, just by these pictures there?
No, by laying your eyes on the thing on television and that picture, and then looking at what I got. In fact, the one on television was that's a different vehicle.
Which one?
That one was a lot nicer than the one that,
But that's the only one they showing on TV right there.
yeah.
Okay. Look how distorted this shit is. Okay? This is what you seeing on TV. This may not necessarily be what we got.
Yeah, y'all got digitizers and all that kind of stuff. You know, y'all can.
So you can't tell me for sure this is not your van.
Yes, I can. I can tell
Only
you
thing
for
you
sure.
can tell me right now that you weren't driving it that day.
But I know that that van was there. That van was not involved in any crime.
Was you at your dad's house that day?
Yes, I did. I came by there.
That night.
Yes, and by the time I got home, my dad was 3 sheets to the wind. So I'm telling you now.
But what I'm trying to say, I'm not accusing your dad or you. I'm just saying you cannot confirm everything he does.
No, not if I'm not there. No.
Exactly.
No.
That's all I'm saying. You don't know what he did the hours you weren't there with him. You
I know he was drinking.
Well,
Probably
okay.
took a Flexeril on top of it.
Do you understand where we're at? And why we're trying to eliminate you?
Yes, I do.
Tell me
totally
why.
get it.
Okay,
I
tell me
totally get
why.
it. First of all,
So
anybody
I know what you think.
Anybody that's got a van that's similar or matches the description of what you're looking for, you're gonna question. I understand that.
Not only
that's
do you,
one part.
that's one part.
And then
Now
I
what
saw that
else?
you have Cab's name written down, so you probably know that I know that him and Cab weren't the best of friends, which I know, and I'm dear friends with Cab. Believe me, I never had any problem with
And
any
so
of those
now
people.
we've got you with a red van who knows our victim.
Yeah, I know. I understand. That's why you're calling me.
You're in that group, that circle. There's a circle.
Right.
Yeah, you're in it.
I understand, but the thing
let's
is,
work-
I didn't do anything.
Let's work our way out of it then.
I didn't get my way in it. I'm just going to give you whatever questions you ask me. I can give you an honest answer.
You're in it, but you're in it. Help us get you out of it. Because you're in it, whether you like it or not, how uncomfortable it is.
It's very uncomfortable.
I understand that.
It's extremely uncomfortable being in this room like that. I wish there was still a mirror in here or something.
Why?
So what, so you can see you there?
Well, you know, it's stupid.
We ain't had a mirror in this room.
Ever.
It's stupid. It doesn't matter.
So you've been down here before and seen a mirror, huh?
No, I've watched Law and Order a whole bunch. I know. I've seen exactly. This is exactly how they do it, just
those
like
are
this.
those
And
are
they ask everybody the questions. So
They're
I
the
understand.
actors, man. That's pretend. This
Art
is real,
imitates
this is real
life.
life. This is real.
Right.
You're in the big leagues. This is the big leagues.
I understand that. But I also understand that
The radio room
van-
called me. They said the front door.
in the van there are two different things.
Well, like I said, that you don't know the evidence we got, and I believe we got the right van here. But,
But you believe my van's the right van? The van that was...
Sir?
You believe my van was that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I think I need an attorney then. In fact, I do need an attorney if we're doing that.
Nobody's accusing you of doing it.
Just
but
told
that's-
me that
that's
my van-
I didn't tell you nothing. I said that's my opinion.
That means a
Yes,
lot.
sir.
You know.
You're the
Okay.
chief investigator.
I'm not a chief investigator.
You're an investigator of the gold. I've watched the show.
And the show's gonna get you in trouble.
We'll talk to him. Watch the show, then you know it's TV.
Patrick's story collapsed almost immediately. On July 12, 2009, the very next day, his father, Leonard Patrick Gonzalez Sr., came forward and told detectives everything. Florida Assistant State Attorney John Malkin later described it bluntly. Instead of going fishing, they went out to commit a robbery. Leonard said it was Patrick who organized the entire plan, choosing who could enter the house, who would stay back, and how the money would be divided. He identified Wayne Calderon as part of the crew, likely the one driving the van. The rest, he said, were 4 young black men he only knew by nicknames like Slim and G. According to him, they showed up on the day of the crime, heavily armed, and followed Patrick's lead.
Okay, you pull in the driveway, what happens?
Everybody jumps in, doors kicking open. Freeze on the ground.
Okay, all right,
And that's all I thought it was.
okay.
Restraining people.
All righty, I'm gonna show you a photograph of the house. Could you mention where they went in? And it's a nighttime photograph, but could you point to those doors that you're talking about and just put an X mark where you're talking about? And then
One,
put your initials by it if you don't mind, or we get up.
two,
Bobby, can you holler for a Sharpie because it's not coming out?
and then there's one right there.
Okay. Okay.
Can we get a Sharpie, son? James, we need a Sharpie.
And there's one, and you're telling me right here? Right here?
Yeah, on the
Okay.
side.
All right, I'm gonna go, I gotta get a darker pen. But what I want you to do is to initial those, okay? And then you said you were still in the van. What did you do next?
Got in the driver's seat.
Uh-huh.
They told me to get in the driver's seat and turn it around. Well, I ain't gonna get in the driver's seat and put the damn only 2 doors getting into the back of it on the outside. I would say I'm not plumb dumb, but shit, I was there, so I must be.
Okay. All right. And then what happens after that?
We get down in the yard, doors open, I think everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden, out.
Okay.
What'd you think when you heard that pow, 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 pow?
I like to shit on myself. I thought, oh dear God, no. And I'm hoping they're just shooting in the ceiling or some kind of shit. Trying to scare the hell out of somebody.
Okay. And you said earlier there were all kind of different types of guns, but do you remember if Wayne had a big gun or a handgun?
They had a handgun.
Okay. Do you remember if Pat had a big gun or a handgun?
I think he had a handgun.
Handgun. Do you remember if the blacks had big guns or handguns?
I think big guns.
Big guns? When we say big guns, are we talking like this or, you know, like this, or how describe to me what you mean by big gun.
Street sweeper.
Okay. All right. Okay. They come back, they get the van, where do you go?
We go down about 2 or 3 blocks. I don't know the name of the road. We you take a left, swap everything out of the van. Wayne and I take the van, take a right, go straight back to my house. And we got down around Mobile Highway and where that Alabama Produce Mart used to be. And County Mountie comes slinging around there going, woo-woo. I said, oh shit, we know where they going. So,
Okay. And y'all went on to your house?
yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
What happened there? What happened at your house, Mr. Gonzalez?
Put the van up, put the van back at the thing.
Was there any discussion about splitting up the stuff there at the house?
Yeah, when everything gets taken care of, then we'll split it up
Who said that?
after it gets.
Okay. Did he have the stuff?
I don't know
Okay.
who's got it.
I apologize, I need to steal Bobby real quick.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, you're at the house. At this point, is this where we decide to paint it and all? Okay. Very briefly, tell us what you did to the van.
Painted the shit out of the side of it. That wasn't changing the color, and we were scared. I said, well, hell, we miss some muriatic acid, I'll change the color. So I run about 50-50 muriatic acid, as you can see, one side's red, one side's purple.
Okay.
Do you know where any of the guns are or might be now?
No, sir, I have not the vaguest idea, so help me God.
I believe you. Now, what about Wayne? Has he said anything about his gun, where it is, or what he did with it? Do you know what kind of gun he had?
No, I don't.
When the black men came over to your house the day y'all went to do the robbery, who introduced them to you? Was Wayne there and introduced them to you?
Wayne was there, Patrick was there, and the four blacks, and everybody just kind of, my name's Frank.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. What names did the blacks give you? I'm sure they may have given you false names.
One of them was Slim, one of them was G.
Was what? G?
G.
Like the letter G.
Correct.
Okay.
The other one was, I want to say David or Ricky or some kind of shit like that, but I'm not sure.
Okay. That's good enough.
Okay. Hey, Brian.
That's it. No more.
Okay, let's see, I think we put that covered, Paul.
Yeah, let's talk about, let me step out and see and talk to some other people and see. I'm considering letting you call your son and try and convince him to come in and talk to us. Will you do that for me?
I wish y'all let my ass go.
Let me, all right, for the record, Mr. Edwards, you're stepping out, and I'm gonna do a little mop-up work
Okay.
for this official statement,
Okay.
and then I'll turn it off from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
For the record, is there any chance of me going home tonight?
No, sir. I'm sorry. I can't let you go.
Detectives next questioned Wayne Calderon. He had been a longtime associate of Leonard Gonzalez, often considered his right-hand man. Calderon had worked with Leonard on car repairs and other odd jobs, and had known Patrick since Patrick was a teenager. During questioning, Calderon eventually cooperated and identified Patrick Gonzalez as the ringleader. But in the early stages of the interrogation, the detectives grew frustrated with his vague answers and his inability to clearly connect the events.
See, I've been sitting here watching. You've been what with us now? A couple hours, hour and a half.
I guess.
It's about
You want to get this off your chest. You want to tell us show us the big picture. Okay? You said something about you're concerned with the safety of your girlfriend. I can appreciate that. We told you what we can do. But Wayne, I'm gonna tell you something, son. This is not gonna go away. How old are you?
41.
See, you still a young man.
Shit. He tells me that shit all the time. 41.
You still a young man, dude. You know, you still got a good your second half of your life to go. But you're gonna sit here and watch them. And once we leave this room, you have just pretty much thrown it away. I mean, and I'm sure they told you, your cooperation and your statements will be beneficial to help us out there on this, but it can also be beneficial for you. We don't really need it. But my question to you, are you sitting here telling me, are you ready to tell me you're ready and you're willing to take that chance in front of a jury? Are you willing to take that chance that you're gonna walk by just what you told us? You ain't told us nothing. I can see you want to tell us, you want to be straight up with us. And just because you got caught up in this shit, man, don't make you a bad person. It makes you a person that made the wrong choice. Do I believe you intended for anybody to get hurt? No, I don't think so. I think something, once everybody got there, something went wrong and somebody panicked.
I don't know. I mean, there's surveillance tapes in the house. That's what they keep telling me.
Mm-hmm.
I know evidently there was some outside because y'all got a picture of the van.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all picked that van up.
Well, he ain't hiding it from
Ray Charles can see that.
you.
Yeah. And you showed me pictures that were taken of the bodies.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't surveillance. That was us taking pictures.
That's the product that was left behind. You know, if you're not
That was
concerned,
nasty.
listen, you're damn right it was nasty.
And that's why we want to know answers.
Wayne, look at me, bro. I don't care. Mr. Billings may not have been the best person in the world.
I don't even know.
Listen to me. Okay, that's fine. But that man and his wife didn't have that. There was no need for them to go out that way.
No, sir.
They didn't deserve what they got. Those 8 children now they without parents. Those 8 children has got this handicap, this ability, dependent on those people. That's no more. Okay? Think about the children. You got kids, correct?
Yes.
I've got kids. Wayne, if this happened to me, I would hope somebody would work as hard as we've been working, and the people that we've been talking to was willing to step up to the plate. You cooperating and being straight up with us tonight will go a long way. Later on down the road, it will go a long way. But like he said earlier, we're getting to the point now where we're finished. You know, I'm tired. We've been working this shit since Thursday night. I'm tired. I haven't been able to see my family. I only go home to take me about an hour power nap, a shower, and then we're back out here. You don't want to walk out this door like this. This is not the way you want to go out. I beg you to be a man and step up to the plate and I'm asking you just tell us your involvement. You say you didn't shoot anybody.
I didn't shoot anybody.
Okay. Tell us what
I couldn't even tell you where to get a gun here other than my mother-in-law's gun. Well, my girlfriend.
I heard that a while ago. Okay, I heard that. I want to know what your involvement is. I don't want to hear this item, you know. Just tell us what your part in this was, what your part in the, you know, what you know, and what you did.
After some time, the Calderon family broke down and began cooperating with the investigators. He once again brought up Mexicans during his account, but detectives grew frustrated, believing he was holding back details and showing selective memory.
No, they didn't. That's why you should tell us the damn truth.
See, I see remorse. I see remorse in you, brother.
If you sit down, you telling me everything, man.
I ain't supposed to be mixed up in this.
Set yourself free. Come on, man. Come on, have a seat. You ready to tell me?
It wasn't even supposed to be a robbery.
It wasn't even supposed to be a robbery, huh? Were they supposed to not?
No, no.
Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. I sat down, you gotta tell me now. Shit, that was the deal.
Alright. Look,
So you want to talk again?
I think so. Are you wanting to talk?
Help me with the cuss. That's the last
a
time.
lot of people, a lot of this is coming out of Gulf Breeze.
A lot of this coming out of Gulf Breeze. Tell me what's going on out of Gulf Breeze.
I'm just guessing it, but you know, we were supposed to go, and literally, it was supposed to have been in collections. Okay, I didn't know anything about a robbery. I didn't know anything about a murder until Friday. I didn't even know if that had anything to do with. Matter of fact, I didn't even know anything about the van being involved in it until this morning. I've been around that van. I worked on that van. I am not.
Wayne, quit bullshitting me.
Let me pause you just a minute. You and Leonard drove back to Leonard's house in the van right after the homicide. Right after the murder, y'all returned to Leonard's house in that car, that van. I got people putting you there in that van that night in that yard on Palm Court.
Yeah, you got his brother.
Who? Whose brother?
Leonard and Frank's fighting constantly.
Leonard and Frank didn't drive that van back to his damn house.
I didn't say that. So
Oh, he saw Frank's picture when I picked it up. That's where he's getting that.
I know Frank ain't even one told us that. I hadn't even talked to Frank.
I talked to Frank. That's why I got his freaking picture. But he didn't tell me that shit. You just saw his damn picture.
Hey, we've talked to a lot of people since Thursday night. Hundreds of people. That neighborhood, I grew up in that neighborhood years ago.
I did.
You know where Billings Court is?
I think so.
That's over there in Brentwood Park. That was my running neighborhood when I was a kid. People, it used to be a close-knit neighborhood. And the people that's living there now, watch out for each other a lot more than what we used to. But there's people on the streets at all times of the day and the night over there in that neighborhood.
Yes, I know that.
I'm tired of playing this game, this little mouse and cat and mouse shit. My back hurts, my knees hurt, my head is hurting. I got to go home and see my young.
If you don't want to talk to us, tell us now. If you want to talk to us, tell us now. I mean,
Say that.
come on,
What's
what's
up?
up?
Wayne, you're making a terrible mistake, bro.
Patrick Gonzalez stated he's arranged all of this. I don't know.
So you're wanting to talk to him?
Listen, yes.
Okay. Tell me everything, because
Hey,
I ain't going through this shit again.
hello.
Okay.
Do we need to sit down?
Just stand right there. You can stand from there.
All right. Patrick Gonzalez what?
he approached me. It wasn't supposed to be by robbery. It was supposed to be him picking up money.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he collect you when, where did he collect you? I mean, contact you at?
At his dad's house.
On Palm Court?
Yeah, I met him through his dad. And, I didn't know anything that was going on. It was honestly supposed to be either picking up to make a delivery or picking up money, I don't know, for some Mexican drug dealers.
Okay.
Excuse me.
That's fine.
Yeah. I don't know everybody that was there, I really don't.
After spending a night in jail, Calderon changed his approach and gave detectives a cleaner, more consistent account of what happened.
All right. Let's start from the beginning, okay, because you're missing part of it. Let's not talk about the actual crime. Let's go back to the trailer because you're jumping on me, man. Somebody was out there staking the place out. I know that, okay?
Okay.
And you know that.
That I really don't know.
Okay. They went out there,
Honest.
all right, they went out there before,
Okay.
all right, and came back, or stayed in the area, okay? The Palm Court thing, let's go back to that, okay? When you were at the trailer at Palm Court and all these people showed up, go from there. You were jumping on me.
Everybody just got in.
No. You're missing some things, man.
I remember being there. And me and Leonard's job was drive the van, drop it off down the road from where the place was so they could get in it and go collect the money.
Where'd y'all park it at when you drove it down there?
It's like a little pull off. I don't know if it's an old way station or
Alright. Do me this. This is how it's gonna have to happen. So you can remember, close your eyes.
okay.
You leave Palm Court. Y'all are in the van, right?
Yes.
Leonard's driving.
No, sir.
Who's driving?
I started out driving, and then we changed up. I drove up past where the place was.
Okay.
Okay.
What'd y'all do that for?
To meet up so we could find out exactly what it was.
Okay. How were y'all gonna talk?
We dropped the van off.
No. How were y'all gonna talk to each other?
Telephone.
You ain't radio.
Supposed to have been walkie-talkies they had. Green and white and gray, I think, telephones.
Cell phone?
Yeah.
So, you were driving up there. You parked it on the side of the road, right?
Yes, I didn't have a phone or anything. I took
You
it.
remember seeing something on the left, don't you? That you thought was a way station, right?
Yes.
Did you park the van on the right?
No, I parked on the left.
Okay, you parked it on the left. Then what'd you do?
Got in the vehicle with the other guys.
Got in whose car?
The gold or silver color issue.
Alright. Who was driving that?
I'm thinking this fella right here.
Alright. Close your eyes. Who else was in the car?
Me and Leonard and two other black guys.
Alright, and what'd y'all do?
We run up and they run into the pad.
Who went? Say again, who went out?
We in the vehicle, everybody in the vehicle drove up the road. A good bit. Ran up with Pat. Some more vehicles, people changed around in vehicles. Went back. They jumped in the red van
3 or 4 of them did, drove around the front.
Who's 3 or 4 who?
Leonard, and I think 3 of the black guys. One of them was roving up and down the street. Me and Pat were supposed to go across the fence, which that didn't work out too good. And time got around there they were in the house before we got there.
Who was in the house?
The black guys, they done went in.
Kicked the door in?
I don't know, I didn't honestly see if they kicked the door in, turned the doorknob, but you know they were in there.
You were in the back of the house?
Back side.
You and Patrick?
Yes, Patrick went on in. I seen a child, I stepped in. When I seen the child, I turned around, started easing out the door.
Who did the 1, 2, 3?
There again, I don't know.
But it was yelled 1, 2, 3.
I'm thinking that, I mean...
Did anybody say before the 1, 2, 3 you're gonna die, or was that after they kicked the door in?
I don't remember hearing anything but you're gonna die.
So you went through the back door and saw the child, right?
And I went out there and met Leonard at the van.
You ran to the front?
Around to the side of the driver's side of the van.
Did you go through the house to get there?
No, sir.
You went on the outside?
Now we're right there by the door on, I don't know if it's not the very back, but maybe the end right here.
Okay. And what happened after that?
A few minutes later, everybody's piling in the van, and that's the road, and the gold SUV stopped, picked everybody up but me and Leonard. There was nothing left in the van. I don't even know if they got anything.
Where'd Patrick go?
With them fellas.
Where'd they go?
Back to get, I guess, his SUV.
Which was parked where?
Somewhere up the road.
Where, at a gas station?
I don't know if it was a gas station, side of the road. I don't think it was a gas station. I'm pretty sure he parked it on the side of the road. But I do know, hearing that Pat off the 2 suspects.
Who told you that?
Pretty sure Pat did. Pretty positive of that.
Pat said he killed both of them?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he said he iced both of them in those words.
Did you see him with a gun at that when he was having that conversation?
I seen him with a gun, yes.
But Calderon's version conflicted with that of Frederick Thornton, who turned himself in on July 13th. Thornton was one of the 4 black accomplices that neither Calderon nor Leonard Gonzalez could initially name. The others were Gary Sumner, Donnie Stallworth, and 16-year-old Rakeem Florence. All of them were tied to Patrick Gonzalez through a small custom body shop in Fort Walton Beach called Fifth Dimensions. The shop was run by Gary Sumner, who acted as the middleman. He helped Gonzalez recruit the others by pitching the job as a high-stakes robbery with a huge payout. Sumner introduced Thornton, Florence, and Stallworth to the group, hosted late-night planning meetups at the shop, and provided a space where Gonzalez handed out weapons and explained the plan. The younger recruits, Florence and Thornton, were told they could expect millions and that the target was a drug dealer, possibly connected to the Mexican mafia. Thornton claimed that he, Florence, Stallworth, Calderon, Leonard, and Patrick all rode together in a red van, while Sumner followed behind in the Gold Explorer. He insisted he never left the van during the attack. His account clashed with Calderon's, and both men tried to minimize their roles in the double homicide inside the Billings home.
Yeah, you're here of your own free will, you're not under arrest. You know you have the right to have a lawyer present.
Yeah, you contacted us.
Right.
Okay.
And you don't want a lawyer at this point, correct? Okay. Tell us what happened.
Okay, one day, we had me and my brother-in-law called me.
Who's that?
Raheem.
Okay.
We were sitting outside. We were sitting outside smoking. So Gary pulled up.
Who's Gary?
A friend of ours.
You didn't know his last name?
No.
Okay.
And they asked us, do we want to go ride or whatever? So we had to ride. So we had a road out there to Pensacola.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. We had a road out there to Pensacola. And we was gonna go, we were just smoking or whatever, so they was talking about they was gonna go get some more weed from some now. So we had gotten a red van. That's what they always go get the weed in the red van. So we had gotten a red van.
Who does the red van belong to?
From my understanding, his name was Frank. That's what we call him.
Okay.
Frank. That was his van. So we got in his van, and we all went over there. And we had got in there. Me and Raheem, we was in not the first row when you get in the van, but the second row. We was in there. And two was in the front and two was in the back.
So who's in the van with you?
Only people that I knew was in the van with me was me, Raheem, Stalls.
Who's Stalls?
He's one of our friends. Well, just a friend I know through Gary.
You don't know his name?
Nah, just Stalls.
Okay, how do you say that?
Stalls.
Stalls?
Yeah.
Is he a black guy or white guy?
Black.
Okay.
Was Gary with you?
No, he was in another car.
What kind of car were they in?
I think 10. Or 10.
10 what?
Explorer.
10 Explorer?
Mm-hmm.
And that's Gary's car?
Yeah.
Okay. Who was in that car? Do you know?
Just Gary.
Just Gary? And in the van, it's you? I'm just trying to get this straight.
Raheem and Stalls.
Okay, Stalls, Raheem, and him. Okay.
Who else was in the van?
Me, Raheem, and Stalls. And I don't know the other people. I had just met them that day.
Can you describe them?
One was white, tall. I don't know how tall he was. He had long hair. And then there was another white one with a low cut fade. He was about my height. And then the other two back there, I don't even remember how they
Did they live in Fort Walton?
No. Only people that lived in Fort Walton that went out there was me, Raheem, and Gary.
You got Gary's last name?
No, I don't know his name.
So how many total were in the van?
Like 6.
6
Who's
total?
the sixth person? I got Stalls, Raheem,
And the other two I told you about, yeah.
a white male with long hair, a white male with a low cut fade, and you. Who's the other person?
I don't know. I just met him
Okay.
today.
So is it a white male or black male?
White.
Okay. So there's 3 white males
Yeah.
and 3 black males.
Yeah.
Okay. And Gary's in the
Okay.
other van, the Explorer.
So they got out, and me and Raheem stayed in there because we had our regular clothes like this. So I stayed in there, and they went in there.
Where'd they get out at?
Like, what you mean?
You said they got out.
Yeah, they got out the van at the house. They had pulled up at the house.
What house?
The dude's house, I don't know his name. The people that they killed.
Okay. I just want
They had got out. And they had went in the house or whatever. So I guess they said they was going to go buy some weed. So me and Raheem stayed in the truck. Because they didn't know us like that. So they came in, did whatever. Came back out. And I think his name, Patrick.
Patrick, is it the other black man? The other white
No,
man?
yeah, white man. He had came out with a gun and was like, I killed him. He was like, I killed him.
You say why?
I didn't ask him why, he was just like, I killed him. And it was like, if we tell anybody, that's why I don't really want to say nothing. I know I got to say something before something happened to me. But he said, if we say something, they're going to kill us. And my mom and them, my whole family.
By this point, detectives had a clearer picture of who took part in the job, in the July 9, 2009 robbery that became a double homicide in the Billings home. But one major piece was still missing: a real estate agent named Pam Long. She was Patrick Gonzalez's landlord, his employer, and a quiet supporter in the days leading up to the crime. Pam allowed Patrick and his crew to use an antique shop she owned for planning sessions. She even followed them during a daytime drive past the Billings residence as they scouted the property. Witnesses later said Pam often relied on Patrick when she needed someone to apply pressure, using him for evictions or situations that required intimidation. She was also believed to have supplied the firearms used in the robbery. Looking back at Wayne Calderon's first interrogation, it's clear how he gradually began pointing to Pam's husband, Hugh Wiggins. But even then, he repeated that the entire plan had originated with Patrick Gonzalez.
It's all Patrick Gonzalez's idea. He come up with the idea, and I don't know everybody was in it, okay? I don't know who all had guns. I do know that they come out of Gulf Breeze.
Did you see guns?
When I was in Gulf Breeze.
When you were in Gulf Breeze, who did you see with guns?
We went in a house.
Whose house?
I don't know the lady's name. I really don't. I mean, I'm being honest. But I know where it's at.
Okay, so you went to a house in Gulf Breeze and you saw guns. What guns?
Fully automatic rifles.
And you know how to get to this
pistols.
house?
Pretty sure.
Let me ask you something. What the hell are you all scared about if it's just a couple of black guys and Patrick there? Are you scared of Patrick? Okay, so you're scared of Patrick because he showed you these guns at Gulf Breeze at some woman's house? Was he friends with her? Did he portray them as his guns?
No, just access. And I don't know, I mean, I really thought it was all BS, you know, because all I hear is this mafia this mafia that, or this or that, and I'm like, you know, okay.
Well, do you have some Mexican mafia people with him? Have you ever seen the Mexican mafia people? It sounds like you got Patrick, his dad, and some black guys hanging out.
Me and Leonard was hanging out for a while, just sitting there talking. Just me and Leonard.
Okay. Are you talking about the day of, or are you talking in general?
Basically every day, but that day in the morning,
Okay.
and some in the afternoon.
So that day y'all are talking. What are y'all talking about? Anything that's going to interest me?
Probably not, because it was trying to get work.
Okay. So the subject of this, I mean, he gave you this hypothetical a few weeks before and you turned it down. What made it come up again?
I don't know.
He just show up out of the blue, hey, let's go do some business. I mean, what happened? What was the catalyst?
Oh, they showed up and I think he called and talked to his dad.
Okay. And what was said? What did you hear on your end of it?
I'll be right here. I'll be here when you get here.
Okay. And Leonard gets off the phone. What does he say? Hey, my son's coming over?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means.
And then I was asked if I would ride.
By who?
Pat.
So you wait, Patrick comes over there.
Yeah, me and Leonard's been talking.
Okay. So Patrick comes over to you and he says, you mind going ride? He offers you this job for $200. When you getting paid?
In a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, especially when everything's cleared.
Everything's cleared. And you took that to mean what cleared?
Either they had people that had couch money or way dope or whatever.
Okay. And, well, he got these 3 or 4 black males also there. Why does he need you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I don't.
And he doesn't show you a weapon. You don't see him with a weapon.
No, sir.
You don't see any of them with weapons. And they're all wearing casual clothes. It sounds like they can go out, huh? Okay. I don't get this story. So this is what you were scared to tell me.
I don't know the lady's name, what the guns are, but PL is what they call her.
PL is what they call her. Some lady in Gulf Breeze has guns.
Pam something.
Pam something.
That's on the right. I think that's where the house is where I seen the guns.
That ain't gonna be.
Because the street turns in and goes something like this, and it's right here. Got it red. I can't tell you the exact address or street name, but I do know she owns red 70 something, 69, 68, 70s Buick GTX or GTS or whatever those things are.
GTS?
I think so. One of those old hot rods. GS. And maroon shipping minivan, one of the new ones. Don't know how new. Got the automatic sliding door with the push of a button. I think it's only got it on one side. I think she's got a bunch of houses. One of them's on Soundview.
One's what?
I think it's Soundview or something like that. She's supposed to own a bunch of houses with real estate, what have you, this, that, and the other, I don't know.
What kind of guns did you see over there?
Revolvers, handguns, pistols, shotguns, rifles.
Both the red minivan and the Buick used in the crime were owned by Pam Long. After the robbery, the group split up and switched into the red minivan to get away. That same van had already been caught on security cameras days earlier in a Walmart parking lot, where everyone involved, except Leonard Gonzalez, was recorded buying boots. Those boots were later matched to the imprint left on the door when it was kicked in during the break-in. On July 13th, the same day Wayne Calderon brought up Pam's name, Leonard Gonzalez also mentioned her.
This house over in Gulf Breeze, Pam?
Yes.
Okay, you've been to that house before?
Yes, I have.
Have you been there? Who you there at that house with?
My son, Patrick.
Just you and Patrick?
Yes.
Was Wayne with you?
I don't know if Wayne ever went there or not. He might possibly have went there one time with us.
Okay. Do you recall can you describe the house? Is it the house with the stilts, up off on the stilts? It's off the ground?
The back is up on stilts.
Okay.
The front has about a 40-foot front porch.
A step? You got to go up some steps on it?
About this high.
Okay. Remember what color it is?
No, I do not.
What was your reason? What was the reason y'all were out there that day?
I was out there to give her a price on doing some work on one of her houses, and she has a wooden deck on the back side of her pool, and I'd quoted her a price of $250 to pressure wash the flaking paint and stain off of it, and then with her buying the stain to restain it.
Okay.
Also, she had asked me to bid another house that she owns. I could take to it, but I couldn't tell you where it is. It's right near the last street before you go over Bob's Sykes, take a right, and it's back in there. She wanted me to wash that house for $300, and I told her there was no way in hell I was going 40 feet on that house for $300.
Okay, what's Pam? Was Pam got blonde hair?
Yeah, I would say dirty blonde hair.
Okay. Is this house in Gulf Breeze Pam's house? Is that where the guns are kept?
I don't know where the guns are kept. Pam has numerous houses.
What does she do for a living?
Think she owns Pam Long Realty. She buys houses, fixes them up, turns them over at a profit, leases them out, whichever. Think she has a construction company.
Is this the Pam that owns that, like that flea market down the road on 98? Or trade center?
Antique Mall?
Antique Mall?
Yes.
That's the same Pam? Okay.
By July 15th, police located Pam Long on her boat at the Wharf of Marina in Orange Beach, Alabama. It was never confirmed if she and her partner were attempting to flee, but Pam later stated the boat's engine had failed and that police arrived shortly after she received a phone call from a friend. Both Pam and her boyfriend, Hugh Wiggins, were taken in for questioning.
Hey, Hugh, can I have a couple minutes? Alright. Okay.
Pam, I appreciate the opportunity to meet with you. As I indicated to Charlie, just briefly outside, in order to protect Charlie and me and you, we're recording the conversation. And I wanted to talk with you directly. Charlie talked with me and indicated that you might have, and I haven't given you Miranda rights. This is not admissible in court. It's not that kind of discussion. Indicated to me that you might be able to be helpful regarding this murder case that we've been working on for the last 4 or 5 days. And I explained to him that I felt that this was your best opportunity to be helpful, and that I would like an opportunity to speak with you directly and explain that to you. Charlie agreed. I know he's talked with you, and obviously you've agreed to listen to what I have to say. And talk to you a little bit about, in general terms, about some information we have. We have quite a bit of information that we've gathered just in the last 4 or 5 days. There is information coming in to us today, this morning at lunch, and it's clear to me that we are probably going to charge you with accessory after the fact, if not other charges. Now, in terms of the evidence we have, we know that your van had the safe put in it after the home invasion occurred. We know that based on what the witnesses have told us. You were in the van. And it's important to us that we get the safe. We don't have the safe. There's other evidence that may implicate you as well. I'm not sure the extent to which the evidence in your house implicates you. You probably know more about that than we do. But we do know that the problem you have, the main problem you have, is that that safe was in your van, and we want that safe. Now, I'm in a position where your lawyers told me that you don't feel comfortable talking today, that he doesn't feel comfortable recommending that you talk. My purpose in meeting with you is to convince you that it is in your best interest to talk today. we are eventually, in my opinion, going to make a case, and at that point in time, it's unlikely. Charlie and I have discussed it, and I'm not going to absolutely positively rule out anything, but I'm not going to be in any mood then to talk to you at all.
Heard it straight from the horse's mouth.
Well,
And I don't want you to say anything, Pam. Let me and her further discuss this and let me give her my best advice, and we'll proceed accordingly.
Pam Long eventually cooperated with investigators, admitting her role and revealing the location of the safe, which had been buried under bricks in her backyard. But the case took one last turn. Her supposed boyfriend, Hugh, was actually her husband, and their marriage was illegal. Hugh Wiggins was still legally married to another woman, Connie Weiss. When she learned about the case, she contacted police and disclosed that her divorce from Hugh had never been finalized, despite their separation more than 10 years earlier. She also described Hugh's obsession with firearms and how he had recently asked their adult son to buy a van. Their son also recalled overhearing a conversation at Hugh's house between Hugh and Patrick Gonzalez Jr. about using zip ties to restrain people. Connie and Hugh often talked about wanting to be a gangster and had once remarked, "If you have to kill them, kill them." Investigators treated her statements as credible. With Pam already in custody, Hugh agreed to cooperate. In exchange for limited immunity, he revealed the locations of both the safe and the weapons. The 9mm handgun used to kill Melanie Billings was found wrapped in paper and tape in the backseat of his 1971 Buick Grand Sport, which Pam had left at the repair shop. Hugh also admitted he and Pam had traveled to Moss Point, Mississippi, where they hid additional firearms with a friend, Ed Denson. Investigators recovered 2 Mossberg 12-gauge shotguns, a MAC-90 assault rifle, a Ruger Mini 14, an AR-style rifle, and ammunition. Patrick Gonzalez Jr. was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to death. His father, Leonard Gonzalez Sr., who confessed to being the getaway driver, was sentenced to life without parole and later died in prison in 2015. Wayne Calderon, Donnie Stallworth, and Rakeem Florence also received life sentences. Frederick Thornton reduced his sentence by cooperating, while Gary Sumner was convicted on lesser charges tied to the robbery. Pamela Wiggins Long accepted a plea deal and was convicted of accessory after the fact to first-degree murder. She was sentenced to 28 years but died in custody in 2015. Her husband, Hugh Wiggins, avoided prison through immunity, despite hiding the safe and weapons, transporting them across state lines, and concealing the murder weapon in his car. No evidence ever linked the case to the Mexican Mafia. During trial, prosecutors played the Billings' own surveillance footage. Rakeem Florence and Frederick Thornton identified themselves on camera, narrating their actions and pointing out others involved. Prosecutor John Malkin described it as almost a color commentary from the men who were inside the house. On July 9, 2009, Bird and Melanie Billings were murdered in their house while several of their children witnessed the terror. The attackers left with the wrong safe, missing the fortune they expected. And within days, their scheme unraveled under betrayal and confession. In the end, nearly every accomplice tried to shift the blame, but nothing could undo the cruelty or bring back Bird and Melanie Billings.